So the 2020 Olympics were a month ago. One way to not have incur the cost of rebranding for a lost pandemic year, just say it's still 2020. It's great. In addition to that, so right after the Olympics were the Paralympic Games. Now, I don't know how many people had seen them or actually watched them before, but they had more than the Olympics. They have a lot of live, like full replays, and watching some of that was really just incredible. My wife and I actually really got into wheelchair rugby and literally watched all of the matches all the way through the final. It was incredible to watch the speed and coordination and skill required to play that. It's bumper cars with wheelchairs, and it was incredible.
Yeah.
Now, Logan. A long time ago, I saw a documentary, and I don't want to be, just as a completely oblivious to the differently abled, but I saw a documentary a long time ago called Murder Ball, and was that
Goal Ball?
I
don't know which one Murder Ball was in particular. There are a lot of games with balls at an Olympics, as you can imagine. Let's see. So this is, yes, wheelchair rugby. It was. So it was a 2005 documentary about wheelchair rugby.
Yes, a long time. And yeah, it was awesome. Yeah,
it was incredible. It was exhilarating. It was amazing to watch. There were so many different ones that were just wild. So they had categories for, I guess, mobility impairment, you might call it, balance and coordination impairment, visual impairment. I'm gonna probably mess up this one, but basically loss of limbs as kind of working that into everything. We watched a tournament of a ping pong player who played holding the paddle in his mouth.
Wow.
And the spin and the twist and the placement he could put on that ball was just incredible. And it was his 4th Paralympics. He was like 50.
Didn't one of the it was a blind runner that just set a
yes
record?
There were a whole bunch of records and stuff. A lot of the runners there, some of the ones who were more visually impaired than others had guides who ran with them.
Yeah,
I did. Yeah, there was a runner that I had this awesome clip of, and it was in slow motion. And it's this TikTok generation. They had some real cool music playing, but he was running with his guide, and it was just fluid in motion. How they were both, in tandem, but as one, and it was just awe-inspiring. I mean,
yeah. The wheelchair tennis was amazing. It was this, and I don't mean this in a bad way. It was I think, slowest I've seen tennis played. But the amount of things they're trying to account for with serving and starting to move their chairs one way or the other, and then to time not only where they're going to be, but where their arms need to be for how they're going to hit it, and the calculations required in this was just incredible. Goal Ball was another one that I'd seen a few times before, but we watched a whole bunch of, my kids wanted to watch that one all the time. So we watched a number of those replays where it's played on a court with a net maybe, I don't know, 3-4 feet off the ground, and everybody wears, it's another visual impairment category game. But on top of that, everybody wears, masks over their eyes that basically completely block out everything. So everybody's on an even path. And you've got this, heavy duty ball with maybe dodgeball size, a little bigger, but with bells in it that they have to basically spin, whip, and bounce across the court to the other team, who has to try and use their hearing and placement of the ball to kind of dive and block it. And it was astonishing to watch. Just thinking some of this stuff was just incredible. And the great thing is that we were able to do is because we have cable TV and stuff here. We could put that into the NBC website at where was it? NBCOlympics.com/Paralympic Games, and it basically enabled us to watch all of the live replays, or I keep saying live replays, all of the full event replays, or the live matches as they were going on, right on the web right there. They're still on there as of at least yesterday. So you can still kind of go check out what some of those are like if you're into sports, or into just kind of seeing, quite frankly, probably some games you've never really seen played before. But it was really, really amazing, and it just the athleticism and the skill and the I just didn't think it got enough attention, after or in the shadow of the Olympics.
Absolutely. And again, the Olympics were such a let's just say an unorthodox Olympics this year. I mean, this time round, a lot of controversy and news breaking things that had nothing to do with athletics whatsoever.
Yeah.
But it is, and this sounds like a great opportunity to just focus on the sports, drama free. And again, I mean, I didn't even think about that, because I saw, Murder Ball way back when, and I was like, that's the coolest thing. And then, you just go on with other things, and I never got into it. But I did see a commercial, and I'm sure we all have seen this commercial, where there's a swimmer who was amputated, he had an accent. I forget what country he was from, but he was doing this beautiful narration about when I was a kid, people would always stare, and now I say it's okay to stare. Not every time you meet a two-time gold medalist or something like that. And he's like a swimmer, and that was just a really inspiring commercial.
There was a swimming match we saw, and I want to say there were three swimmers from China actually swept that particular one. Two of them, for all intents and purposes, did not have arms, and the other one was in a wheelchair and couldn't use the lower half of his body. And they were the three fastest swimmers in the whole pool, and it was just incredible to watch.
That's amazing.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, go check it out, people. Experience something new.